Hi guys, Brian Beal here. I just want to show you something I've been working on with my company, Gecko Tech. We've been working on a AI orchestrator, and just want to show you this mode feature that I've put in. Here we go. It's my laptop here. This mode here is for audience mode. I have it set to advanced right now. Going to start up my orchestrator here. Give it a second to boot up. This is a MML Core. It's a local orchestrator that I've designed. And now that it's booted up, let me bring up the UI here. We're gonna do a new chat, and I'm currently using Llama CPP as the provider with Gemma 4 E2B, Quant 4 as the model. That HERPUT there is selecting my agent, which is currently Trip. So this first test with it as advanced, I'm gonna ask it, can you explain the life cycle of a frog? And we'll give it a second to transcribe that. There we go. It put it as text. And it sent it to the model for inference. Bear with me here. My computer is a little slow. There's no GPU here. 8 gigs of system RAM. That considering it's pretty quick, but it does take a minute. It's gonna give a text response, and then it will change that back into voice and read it to us. What I'm really trying to show you today is the difference in the output when I change these audience modes. So as I said, this first one's on advanced mode. Okay, there's our response. And I need to time this better so that they come back at the same time. So that the voice will start about the same time you see the text instead of there being a delay.
Hello, I'm Trip, HERPUT's friendly reptile guy. I'd be happy to walk you through the fascinating life cycle of a frog. The life cycle of a frog is a classic example of complete metamorphosis, which involves distinct stages where the organism undergoes significant morphological and behavioral changes. Here is a breakdown of the typical frog life cycle. 1. Asterisk egg stage. The cycle begins when a female frog deposits her eggs, usually in water or moist environments. These eggs are protected by a gel-like substance, which helps prevent desiccation and provides initial nutrition. 2. Larval stage tadpole. Once hatched, the young frog develops into a tadpole. This stage is entirely aquatic. The tadpole breathes using gills' external respiratory structures and feeds on aquatic microorganisms. The tadpole is dedicated to growth and development within a watered environment. 3. Metamorphosis. This is a pivotal stage. As the tadpole matures, it begins a complex process called metamorphosis. This involves several key physiological changes. Asterisk respiration change. Gills are gradually replaced by lungs, allowing the frog to transition to breathing air. Asterisk locomotion change. The tail, which was primarily used for swimming, begins to regenerate.
I think you guys
and
kind of
develop
get the
into
point of
powerful hind
this.
limbs, enabling the tadpole to move on land.
Kind of. What I really want to show you is the change between this advanced stage and another stage here. So we're going to end this. Thank you. So what I'm going to change here is that advanced mode. We're going to set it to kid instead. And save it real quick. And restart the system here. Okay. And back in the user interface here, I'll start a new chat, and we're going to crap. Okay. And we're going to prompt it with the same message. Can you explain the life cycle of a frog? And as you've seen, the only thing I changed there was the setting from advanced mode to kid mode. And now, as the model's thinking, give it a minute and we'll see the difference in the response here. And already from the text on the screen, you can see that the output is quite different. And again, here in a moment, it will create the voice output and read this to us.
Hello. I can certainly tell you about the life cycle of a frog. It is a cool journey. A frog's life cycle has 4 main steps. First, a frog starts as an asterisk egg. The mommy frog lays these tiny eggs in water or on land. Next, out of the egg comes a tadpole. A tadpole is like a baby frog, but it has a long tail and breathes with its gills. It swims in the water and eats little things. Then, the tadpole starts to change. It grows legs, and it starts to grow lungs so it can breathe air. This is called changing. Finally, the tadpole becomes a small froglet, and it grows bigger and bigger. Soon, it has all 4 legs and a long tail disappears. It becomes a full, grown-up frog. So the cycle is egg $\, tadpole $,
Okay. Formatting needs a little fixing, but I think you get the point that that one setting change completely changes the way it speaks to you, the way it responds for what audience it's for. Let me know your thoughts and comments down in the comments, what you think.